method niya yon, di ba? Method niya yon. Salita pa lang niya, weapon na, di ba? Nagsalita lang siya ng ganong, papatayin ko kayo. Natakot na sila, di ba? Meron ba siyang pinatay? Wala, hindi niya kailangan pumatay. Dahil sinabi na niya, he was saying yesterday, hindi, drugs yan, ma'am, drugs yan. Di ba? People kill for that. People will really torture and do the most heinous crimes pag drugs. Kasi hindi mo alam, hindi ka nagtrabaho, hindi ka nag-mayor. So yung mga sinasabi mo, hindi mo sasabihin sa kriminal, wag yung baril mo ha, o bukas wag ka na magdala ng baril ha, or something like that, di ba? So parang what we could see yesterday was the stark difference between a senator who has no experience on the ground and an executive who's been there for decades, all of his adult life. In fact, an excellent executive.
Masasabi mo muna doon sa naging takbo ng hearing ng Senado?
Napakaganda kasi pag nandun ka kasi, no, mga kababayan, ang ganda kasi every time the president spoke, no, the atmosphere was just, it was so surreal, parang out of this world yung katahimikan. Parang everybody was listening to every word that he was saying at parang walang humihinga. Sobrang tahimik pag nagsasalita siya. And parang for me, napakaganda nung narinig na naman natin ang dating Pangulo. No? Nung narinig ko kasi na, nung sinabihan ako ng staff niya na magsi-Senate hearing si PRRD, past na ako siguro yung point na nagugulat kasi kilala ko na si PRRD, di ba? So, sige lang. And I was so excited kasi may iba na babasa ko kasi na parang they were questioning, no, na what will happen to him, they will crucify him, and yet we saw the heart, the uncommon valor of our former president.
Opo, at ito ngang nakakalungkot din dahil nga po, siya nga yung lumalaban at laban doon sa mga kriminal, sa mga drug lord, mga drug addict. Pero ngayon, binabalikan siya at parang pinapabagsak siya dahil sa ginawa niyang drug war nung kanyang administrasyon. Ano masasabi mo?
Alam mo, Jade, Jade at Mar, mga kababayan, nung pumunta ako doon, pwede naman ako umupo anywhere, pero ang pinili ko na na posisyon ay yung nakikita ko lahat. Nakikita ko yung mga characters, si Risa Marcos, Risa Ontiveros, yan. Everybody was there, could see, and PRRD was right in front of me at nasa kanan ako. Hindi ako sa kaliwa, ha? So anyway, why did I stay there? Because I knew this was theater. No, theater. At makikita ko yung akala nila, no, makikita ko yung kabulukan ng administrasyon na ito, yung treachery. A man who treated them very decently, who treated the Marcoses very decently and made possible their political comeback. I was going to watch how they planned to crucify him there. No, and yet I saw with my own eyes, no, why it is that I'm still with him, his uncommon valor, his deep love for country, walang ibang ayenda. No, sinasabi niya 73 siya, hindi siya 73, 79 na siya. Mag-80 na siya sa Marso. So wala na siyang mga ambisyon na yan. At bakit ba siya nandyan? Bakit siya pumunta dyan? Diba? Pumunta siya dyan kasi, number one, ayaw na niya yung ginagawa sa PNP. No, ayaw na niya na tinatawag niyo pa sila isa-isa, pero ako naman ang ang target ninyo. Ako na pupunta dito at aakuhin ko lahat 'yan, 'di ba? So yun yung nakita ko at saka yung ayaw niyang umalis, 'di ba? Kasi he was so serious nung nag-recess na sila. Naririnig ko yung sinasabi niya kay Senator Coco na, no, let's take this seriously because this is a big problem, this drug problem, this drug menace. In other words, it goes beyond politics already, di ba? Kasi mga anak na natin ang pinag-uusapan natin dito at ang bansa natin. No?
At ang maganda doon, ma'am, may word of honor ang dating Pangulo dahil nung mga nakaraan pa, during his administration, binabanggit niya na ako bahala sa inyo, di ba, sa mga kapulisan. Hanggang ngayon ay pinaninindigan pa rin ng dating Pangulo.
For me, Admar, Jade, no, mga kababayan, why it's very refreshing for us to see President Duterte again because his politics is really not rotten and gutter. What we've been seeing for the past two years, no, of the Marcos administration, of gutter politics. PRRD comes from another time, and this is his politics, word of honor, delikadesa, courage. Talagang meron siyang walang iwanan, meron siyang gratitude, meron siyang respeto. Hindi siya nanggigipit ng mga kaaway niya. I never saw it. So it was really wonderful to see it again kasi it was so, all these 2 years has been so sickening, this gutter politics na nakita natin na yung mga naging mabuti sa kanila, no, di bali na yung gratitude, wala na yung, ang hinihingi na lang natin, justice, our rights, di ba? Kahit yung tinanggal, di ba? So, to hear our president, no, na hindi na niya ito pinopolitika, and to hear that decency in him, that old-fashioned politics, that's really, for me, very healing. No?
Opo, at nakikita nga natin, ma'am, na kaya hindi natin masisisi na yung mga men in uniform at maging ating mga kababayan ay malaki pa rin ang suporta sa dating Pangulo.
Gusto ko kasi si PRRD, no, napakaganda nung punto niya kahapon. Kasi si Risa Ontiveros, no, itong senador na ito na nakakahiya talaga. Parang sinasabi niya, si PRRD inutusan niya na patayin, no, to give orders to kill. And PRRD said, these are graduates of the Philippine Military Academy, and may mga pinag-aralan ito. You think I would say something like that and they would say yes? And that's true. I know them because my husband's also a PMAer, so hindi mo sila pwedeng diktahan ng ganyan. So, sa madaling salita, even he said it publicly, but even privately, it's very consistent what he says, no? Yung respeto niya sa men and women in uniform. Lagi, when we are in despair, he'll say, no, don't. We have to trust them. Totoo yan sa atin. So, yun yung gusto ko. Binabalik niya yung respeto. Lalo for us na na-experience natin yung pambababoy na ginawa ng isang general na yan, di ba?
Opo, ma'am, ito, bigyan din natin, gaano ba kahalaga yung drug war o war on drugs ng Duterte administration?
You know what? Sa PCOO ako ni PRRD, di ba? Fully 88% of the Filipino people approved the PRRD's war on drugs. And the numbers will never lie, no? We had a program about it. We were very consistent about our documenting it because nga alam, nakita na namin, agad-agad yung CPP, agad-agad 27,000 daw yung EJ case a few months after. So it was very open to lies, no, and manipulations. And of course, yung sinabi ni PRRD yesterday, di ba, na hindi ito lang problema sa bansa natin, it's a worldwide problem. Kasi nga yung drugs, bakit? It's very lucrative. Madaling magkapera dito.
Continuing problem pa, sabi
It's a continuing problem, correct. No? So, ang sinasabi niya, the sitting president is also having all of these challenges in front of him. Kasi nga mahirap na problema ito. Therefore, wag natin ito politikahin, di ba? Yung pagkaupo pa lang niya, kung naaalala ninyo, we were all stunned kasi in the millions yung nag-surrender who turned themselves in, di ba? Mga users, mga ganyan, they all stopped, di ba? Millions yun, unprecedented. And personally, no, a lot of us, personal experience, kasi ganyan naman ang gauge eh. Yan ang gauge, yung personal safety, di ba? Tapos nagtayo tayo ng mga facilities, di ba? And crime, in the first 6 months of PRRD, dove by 50%. Di ba?
O yan, at sinasabi pa nga na wala daw, bastos daw ang Pangulo, walang hiya. Mismo siya, inamin niya, kaya nga sinuportahan siya ng taong bayan dahil sa kanyang mga ganitong karakteristik na napakatotoo para labanan yung mga kriminal at ay pagtanggol, protektahan yung mga ordinaryo at sibilyan. Mas
nakakatakot siguro yung kabastusan na may maskara ng pagkarespeto, no, na respetado, na soft-spoken, na kunyari ay disente ka. Pero yung pala isa kang tsaka yung maririnig mo na from the mouth of Senator Risa Ontiveros, words like due process, 'di ba? And then I'm saying talaga mas nakakatakot yung katulad ng ganyang nagpapanggap ka na disente ka, tapos ginagamit mo yung mga salita na due process, pero sa totoo napakabastos mo na tao na dinadala niya yung ginawa niya kay pastor, ginagawa niya sa maraming tao, she tried pastor there, no, publicly, No, parang hindi niya nakuha yung sinasabi niya na due process daw. Pero ang dami niyang sinabing kabastusan, yung pambabastos niya kay pastor, 'di ba? So, hindi man lang niya matawag na pastor. Kaya hindi ko rin siya tatawagin senator, no? Si Risa Ontiveros. So, ang ibig ko sabihin, yung sinasabi nila na bastos si PRRD, that is not true. No? Siguro may konting katotohanan, no? Meaning, what does bastos mean ba? Depending what you mean by bastos, kung gusto mo ng shallow na definition or yung malalim na definition, ako I always go for the deeper definition. And to me, he is a most decent and very respectful man.
Opo, yung dapat siguro makita ng taong bayan, yung naging resulta ng kanyang ganitong karakteristik o personality, kung papaano niya nilabanan yung mga kriminal at mga drug lords dito sa ating bansa.
Oo, at saka method niya yon, di ba? Method niya yon. Salita pa lang niya, weapon na, di ba? Nagsalita lang siya ng ganong papatayin ko kayo. Natakot na sila, di ba? Meron ba siyang pinatay? Wala, hindi niya kailangan pumatay dahil sinabi na niya, he was saying yesterday, hindi, drugs yan, ma'am, drugs yan. Di ba? People kill for that. People will really torture and do the most heinous crimes pag drugs. Kasi hindi mo alam, hindi ka nagtrabaho, hindi ka nag-mayor. So yung mga sinasabi mo, hindi mo sasabihin sa kriminal, wag yung baril mo ha, o bukas wag ka na magdala ng baril ha, or something like that, di ba? So parang what we could see yesterday was the stark difference between a senator who has no experience on the ground and an executive who's been there for decades, all of his adult life. In fact, an excellent executive.